Hello, and as promised, here is a brief video going over the final exam essays that cover the course learning outcomes. So I already posted this document. I'm about to post it as an assignment that I'll go over here in a moment with this video so that you will see where to submit it in Canvas. So there are the 3 course learning outcomes and what's included with it. I did mention that each essay is 34 points, so that would provide some extra credit points, because if you got all points for all essays, that would be 102 points, and then I would count that out of 100. So there's 2 bonus points. You do need to make the relevant arguments and examples, and in just a moment I will show you the grading rubric that I will also post as an announcement and have it with the assignment tool as well, so that you can see where exactly you need to provide details and in what format. So the rules, it needs to be 12-point font, about a page long. This can be all one document, but should be each on a separate page with the course learning outcome at the top. And it does have to be in by Friday, December 18th. That's the end of finals week. I cannot accept anything late, even if I wanted to, and I don't, but I cannot because Education Code says I cannot assign anything to be due after the end of the semester. And the semester ends on Friday the 18th, and Canvas will actually lock. You will not be able to submit anything. So make sure that it is in on time. Email submissions won't be accepted. So I bring up the grading rubric that I will post in with the assignment so that you have it in one place. For the first learning outcome, for each of them I have what would exceed expectations, meaning it's exceptional, versus meeting the expectations versus did not meet the expectations. So I'll just go through one of them. I'll go through the second one about the causative agent of more common diseases and the effects of the drugs on the pathogen that the most commonly used drugs have against those diseases. So, to be exceptional in your answer, you would need to meet these criteria. At least 2 examples of the diseases, and with those 2 diseases, the effects of the drugs are the most commonly ones used. So there's almost always more than one drug used, and what the effects of those drugs are on the pathogen. Why is that medication effective against the pathogen? Not how it affects the host. And that your explanation is clear and concise. It fits that 1-page criteria. It doesn't have any grammar or spelling errors, so make sure you use the grammar and spell check. I know spell check can be tough when you are writing a scientific paper, but if you use the biology dictionary, that can help to make sure that you've got things spelled correctly and that you have a logical flow. To meet my criteria, which would mean you'd score between 70% and 89%, or 70 and 89 points, that you do pick at least one example and still follow all of the requirements, that your explanation might be not perfectly clear, or maybe it's a little too long. If you have some grammar or spelling errors, you can still meet the expectations, and that you have a pretty decent logical flow. You will not meet the explanation or the expectations if you have an incomplete example, or it's missing one or more parts, if your explanation is unclear or rambling, lots of grammar and spelling errors, and if the transitions between sections are abrupt or illogical. Now you can submit this twice, so you will have a chance that if there's something missing, I will get back to you for you to be able to fix it. But it's similar for each of the outcomes. I tell you what you have to do to exceed, to meet, or not meet the expectations. And there are 3 outcomes, and I managed to get the whole rubric on to 1 page. Now what I am creating is the assignment for the final exam essays. In that assignment, I have linked to the course learning outcome essays, this page, And I will also link to the grading rubric so that you will have it there in the same place, letting you know that it does have to be through the Canvas assignment tool, all on one document, but each answer on its own page, that I have enabled the Turnitin plagiarism detector. No one's done anything of that sort yet, but this will also give you your score. Like, you thought you paraphrased something well enough, you thought you may have provided a citation, but if you did not, it will give you your score so that you know you need to refine that a little bit. Now, if you do have resources that you're using, as long as you don't just copy and paste it verbatim, and after you've paraphrased it in your own words, you provide a citation, it's perfectly fine to use outside materials. And then that reminder about the deadline. The format, it can be a PDF, doc, or docx. Any of those will be acceptable ways to upload your essay. And I will have this made live as soon as I finish this video and get the rubric posted into this. So once you have that assignment open, then you can start submitting. I have it limited to 2 submissions, and I will provide the deadline by when your first attempt needs to be in so that I have time to provide feedback to both this class and my other class that's also doing final exam essays.